New York City is hands down one of the most inspiring places on earth. Whenever I find myself bored, I love to go out into the city and find inspiration. Today, I'm gonna take you on a tour of some of the most inspiring places in New York City. I'm gonna give you some of the best hotels. I'm gonna give you some of the best fashionable places, a nice perfumery, and then we're gonna talk about some of the great hangouts that you can go and have some breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So travel with me as we go out and do a little bit of window shopping in Manhattan on this very rainy, dreary day. On the Thompson streets of Soho, the Manor is the luxury boutique hotel with 97 rooms, including that magnificent duplex penthouse. There's a discreet, refined, generous sensibility. The thoughtfully appointed guest quarters are made of marble bath, king-size beds, bold color palettes, and integrated surround sound systems. The Otter is the on-site charming restaurant that serves a menu of simply prepared seafood from the finest purveyors. Sloan's is the cocktail bar with impeccable service, sophisticated bar snacks, and a delicious drink programming on the second floor. The apartment is the exclusive guest-only retreat where you can enjoy gourmet snacks and a curated library from the Manner's collection during the day, and during the evening you can enjoy a refined selection of canapes and aperitifs from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. daily. The Dominick is a 5-star hotel where you can experience paramount service, superior accommodations, and sweeping views of Manhattan and the Hudson River. Those spacious residential-style rooms feature king beds, floor-to-ceiling windows, and incredible New York City views. You have Terrace on the 7, which is a poolside oasis where you can experience Hawaiian-style food and cocktails, live DJ sets and happy hours, and incredible skyline views in the summertime. El Turquoise is the name of the Hawaiian-inspired restaurant, and the rooftop pool is brought to you by the renowned Sicily Spa. Vestry is the lobby-level Michelin star restaurant with a menu that highlights seasonal creative dishes inspired primarily of seafood and vegetables. The mezzanine serves a contemporary American all-day menu with well-crafted cocktails in a very inviting setting. It's a poetic hideaway in New York City's Greenwich Village. The Marlton Hotel is a baby grand hotel with big ideas. The rooms are small yet comfortable and distinctively gorgeous. It's a very clean and friendly hotel that's very quiet during the evening. Margot is the on-site restaurant that serves dishes with sunny, dynamic flavors influenced by the Eastern and Southern Mediterranean, France, and California. You also have the lobby-level bar and the espresso bar. Now, we all know that New York City is one of the fashion capitals of the world. In fact, New York City street fashion is some of the most Google search fashion, especially on YouTube. So we're gonna go through and we're gonna show you some of the most incredible, stylish places, some of them very well known like Ralph Lauren and Coach. And then we have specialties that some people may not know like Acne Studios. If you're into streetwear, you'll love Acne Studios. It's at the corner of Green Street and Grand Street. And if you take a look outside, you have the Instagram and social media influencers. What I like about their store is they have some incredible streetwear, both in menswear and in women's wear, and they're consistently right on trend. So if you're into the oversized look, the baggy jeans, the big tops, this store is for you. I love it because I love streetwear and it speaks to the alternative hip-hop culture and it keeps you stylish and fresh. Every time I walk by the window, they have a new ever-changing collection, so they only offer styles in limited quantities. So if you do see something that you like, go out and get it. Be prepared to treat your streets like a runway. Now take a look at that. You have those incredible distressed leather brown shorts. You also have that matching jacket in front of you there. This is the menswear. You have this printed oversized pant, and right now it seems to be on sale. You also have some incredible one-of-a-kind denim prints over here, and look at this. Gradually moving into the color, you have some of the most beautiful jackets with those peekaboo on that pink and play on brown. You also have this incredible sweater there. I think Acne Studios is one of the best boutiques in all of Soho. One of my biggest pet peeves is when somebody says something is overrated or underrated. But I'm gonna say this to you right now. One label that I find that is incredibly underrated is this label behind me, Etro, an Italian fashion label. Etro is one of those underrated Italian houses, but I love it because I think they have some of the greatest menswear and women's wear, but I think they have some of the greatest menswear, and I think you don't see enough people in Etro, which I kind of like because it leaves people like me an opportunity to wear something that everybody else isn't wearing. And I'll tell you, I love walking by Spring and Green Street, which is the intersection, and I can't afford it now, but I tell you, soon my closet will be lined full of Etro. Etro is one of those fashion labels that I can't get enough of. One of my favorite colors is orange, and that one gives you a bit of a rustic orange, a bit of a terracotta, and if you look at those sleeves, they're signature paisley print. You got the silk scarves around the neck, and look at those bags. Look at the detailing on those bags. One of a kind, those are men bags, and even the women's wear. Look at that. Nice silk dress, nice head to toe casual look that you walk through the streets of Soho, all through the hills, the impeccable leather bag. And I love walking by here, getting a glimpse into their windows displays. And like I said, I can't afford it now, but in due time, I will be wearing nothing but Etro. Look at that mannequin. That's the epitome of Italian tailoring. The first floor is dedicated to the women's wear, and then you go down in the basement, that's the men's wear. And I tell you, I love that that label is underrated because I want to be one of the very few people who wear it. If you were to ask me what's the greatest fashion label around, I'll tell you the Ralph Lauren brand. Ralph Lauren has something for everyone. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter your sexual identity, doesn't matter your age, from babies all the way to the elders, college kids, young adults, and seniors. It doesn't matter if you're American, which is the designer's brand. You can be Italian, French, Spanish, African. Just recently, they did a show in Shanghai. Ralph Lauren goes everywhere. It doesn't matter the income level, although when I was in high school, you could get a polo shirt and some pants for a lot cheaper, but these days you gotta shell out some coins. And plus, the purple label and the black label even goes farther, especially the Lauren. But I love Ralph Lauren because it doesn't discriminate against anyone. And even if you look at their incredible runway shows, it's full of models of different backgrounds and it's full of diversity. So you really can't go wrong with Ralph Lauren. And I love them. I love their mention on the Upper East Side. And it doesn't matter the time of the year. It's something for everyone. It doesn't matter the occasion. It's something for everyone. So when in doubt, if you're ever looking for something to wear, just go to Ralph Lauren. And of course, it's the spring and summertime. So they're coming out with the spring and summer necessities. Look at this beautiful multicolored orange sweater, or as the English will call it, a jumper. It's so beautiful. And then you have that beautiful denim jacket, and you have the Ralph Lauren signature army green. It's very tropical style, and as you can see, very American for it, giving you a bit of South African and Spanish vibes. And you can't go wrong with that. How can you not dress well? And one thing I love about the Ralph Lauren label is you can pair it with anything. Look at that, the ombre effect of that rustic orange, rustic yellow, and then you have this navy, give you a nice rustic feel with those tans. The label in itself, the brand in itself, is very cross, you know. If you are a woman, you can do the boyfriend matching with the sleek jeans and whatnot. And if you are a gentleman, you can go through any part of the brand and just get you something nice. One of a kind, hands down, the best designer in the whole wide world. A designer that never disappoints. You can't go wrong with the Ralph Lauren brand. In the middle of poetic Soho, have a shop. If you were to ask me what is one of the most skipped out luxury brands in all of fashion, I would tell you the American brand Coach. Coach is one of those brands that gets a bad reputation. I remember being in high school and the girls would get a Coach bag and the matching shoes. And in high school, that would come up to what, $300 to $500 depending on the style that they would get. And because it was very affordable for the girls in my high school, it became one of those brands that people looked down upon. But I always thought that Coach was one of those incredible brands with incredible craftsmanship. And we could talk about the leather shoes or the sneakers, and we could talk about the leather bags. But one of the most underrated things about Coach is its fashion label. Its fashion is one of the most beautiful day-to-day fashions that you can wear. The jeans are made well, the jackets are made well. If you're a woman, the dresses and skirts are made well. It has one of the most exciting streetwear luxury brands that you can walk around every single day. And we're in its place of origins, New York City. Now take a look at that. An all-white collection, some of the most creative, made well fashion. Normally I wouldn't do an all neutral color, but you have this incredible creamy white with the nylon jacket telling you it's New York's Coach. You have these white denim trousers, and then you have these very well made sneakers, which shows in a better light on the floor. A crisp, neutral concept, his and her couple. And like I said, one of the most beautiful stores in all of Manhattan. Incredible well-made bags. I love passing by this store. It gives me great inspiration for streetwear. You get the incredible charms that Coach is known for. And look at those beautiful shoes. And towards the back, you see the workshop. They're back there creating some beautiful bags and wallets. You can get customizable leather goods while you wait. And like I said, it's one of those brands that are very underrated, and they have gained a bad reputation. But if you're a true fashion lover, you can appreciate Coach. If you walk on the Upper East Side of Manhattan and you walk past those beautiful hotels and some of those residential buildings, you'll smell some of the greatest expensive perfume coming off the lobbies. And I'm not talking about those brands that people are familiar with like Chanel, Gucci, Prada, and all of that. I'm talking about one-of-a-kind perfume specifically for that building. It's not some aerosol that you get, some flowery aerosol that you get from a can. No, we're talking about high-end, the expensive stuff that costs $200 and $300, $500, or even $1,000. That is what you get when you walk past some of those incredible hotels on the Upper East Side. So I'm gonna take you to one of the best perfumeries down in Soho that gives you a one-of-a-kind signature fragrance, and it's very unisex. So even if you're male or female, this one is for you. Now this one is for my fragrance lovers who love to smell like themselves. If you're looking for a fragrance where you're bound to smell like yourself and nobody else, Fueguia. It's at the corner of Crosby Street and Grand Street, and they have some of the most beautiful scents in all of Soho. The undertones are woodsy, but you can go very floral and feminine, or you can go very masculine. It's primarily a unisex brand, so you really can't go wrong with picking a fragrance there. It's all about your preferences, or would you like something sweet, floral, or woodsy, or citrusy. Fueguia is one of the best perfumeries in all of Soho, and I guarantee you, when you walk out with a fragrance from this store, you're not gonna smell like anybody but yourself. So you can do away with the Prada, the Chanel, the Gucci, and all those fancy labels and get you some perfume. If you're into the cologne, this one isn't for you, but if you want something that lasts for a long time, go to Fueguia in Soho. Now, New York City is known for its culinary scene, and there are many great restaurants that you can choose to dine at. You even have some incredible speakeasies and cocktails bars. If you decide to step out of your 5-star or 4-star hotel, which might feature an array of great options to choose from, you can head over to the Corner Store or Analogue, which is an amazing cocktail bar right in NoHo. The Corner Store is an upscale take on a classic American joint at the corner of Soho and West Broadway Street. The menu is straightforward and inspired by the things people know and love: spinach and artichoke dip, lobster and caviar rolls, wagyu and French dip, and a Samoa sundae and apple hand pies for dessert. They have a culinary approach to their cocktail program, using techniques like infusion, sous vides, milk washing, oil washing, and tools like a refractometer. They make all their ingredients in-house. It's a very popular restaurant, and it's open from 5 p.m. to 12 a.m. Please make a reservation, and the dress code is smart, elegant attire. is cocktail, whiskey, and food. Analogue is the cocktail and whiskey bar located in Greenwich Village. Its name references both the records played over a vintage hi-fi setup and the idea that it offers an escape from the digital world in which we live. It's a place where people can enjoy conversations and have a drink over a relaxed, elegant environment. They have an extensive list of cocktails and over 300 whiskeys, American small bites, and a concise list of craft beers and wines. Come with a friend or a group. They are open at 5 p.m. every day. There's truly no shortage of inspiration in New York City. From these very beautiful homes and luxury hotels, I enjoy it all. From the incredible fashion that you'll see on New York City streets, I enjoy it all. The gorgeous parks, like the one that I am in, finishing the ending of this video, I enjoy them. Central Park, the Hudson Piers, you name it, bring it on. Walking through Times Square, I enjoy the theater district. If you want to take it all the way down to Soho, I enjoy the fashion district. Down to Lower Manhattan, enjoying the financial district, staring off into the Hudson River, looking at the Statue of Liberty, and even eyeing the Staten Island, which is New York's most remote borough. I find inspiration in anything. Living in New York City, sometimes we forget how to enjoy the city. But whenever you get a chance, if you ever visit here, leave your hotel room, take a walk the streets of New York City, and be open-minded. Keep an eye out. Behind a facade, you can find an incredible speakeasy or cocktail bar. You can find a nice interactive museum. You can find a secret hideaway in a club where people are having tons of fun. You can really explore and bump into something unexpected. New York City embodies the saying, expect the unexpected, because when you walk out, whatever happens, happens. But what I will tell you, it's an awesome city to live. It's an awesome place to visit. You can find anything in New York, but you can't find New York City in everything. It is really truly a city filled with joy. Whatever you want to be, whatever lifestyle that you want to live, you can do that freely in New York City. And whatever journey you're on, from me to you, do it with the best of your ability. Go out there, chase dream, chase inspiration, and until next time, stay savvy.